What's going on, folks? I'm about to show you basically on dryers. A lot of times you can have like multiple different issues to where your dryer doesn't work. And one of the most common issues that you'll have when your dryer is not working is that your thermal fuse can be blown. So a lot of time if your thermal fuse blows, you'll have like one or two issues. Sometimes your dryer won't work at all because it's blown, and on some the dryer may come on, like the actual bucket may spin around, but pretty much it won't get any heat to it, and that's because your thermal fuse is blown. So on this dryer right here, we believe that may be what the issue is, so we're going to test it. And a quick note also, of course you want to make sure you unplug it, make sure everything is unplugged. And also on, say, your dryer, you look at where your fuse is at. Like on this one, the fuse, I mean not the fuse, but the filter on this dryer happens to be in the front. So if your filter is in the front of your dryer, normally what that means is that your thermal fuse is going to be in the front. So don't worry about trying to take the back of your dryer off. Just mess with the front of it. But if you have a filter that say it happens to be like on top of your dryer somewhere up here, then you're going to want to take the back of your dryer off, because most likely your thermal fuse is going to be located in the back of your dryer. So with this one, the filter is up front. So what we're going to do is take off this bottom panel right here and go ahead and check this thermal fuse. And to remove this bottom panel, what we're going to be doing is on this one, you know, different dryers have different locations, but on this one, you'll see we have a screw that's right here. Then you come all the way across to the other side, and you'll have a screw pretty much in the same position on the other side. Once you take those screws off, a lot of times you could take this bottom panel out so you can get to your thermal fuse. When I get that open, I'll show you the thermal fuse. All right, so once you get that bottom panel off of it, normally what you'll see next is you'll have like this silver piece right here that you'll have to remove. And to take this out, normally you'll have a few screws pretty much that you got to take out, like one here, one maybe up here, then one on the other side over here. And once you remove those screws, you should be able to remove this whole piece right here. It'll come out like that. And once you do that, now you should be able to look back here, and normally you'll be able to see like your high limit switch as well as your thermal switches if you have. Like on this one right here, the thermal switch is right here. And this is what we're going to be testing. And a lot of times, this is what your issue is on your dryers. Your thermal switch is normally blown from it overheating or something like that. So this right here is your thermal fuse pretty much that is inside your dryer. A lot of time when these go bad, what'll happen is either your dryer won't work at all, or either your dryer won't get any heat inside of it. So it's simple to test these things using a multimeter. You don't want to use the continuity on these to try to test your thermal fuse. You need to actually use your ohm setting to test it. And when you test it, they should read around 11. So we put it on to, hold on, you see we got our multimeter set right here to our ohm setting right here, and we got it on 20K, because normally it's going to be around like 11. But okay, so once we do that, now we're just going to take our probes and touch the ends of them. And you see how it went up like that? What's telling us that is this thermal fuse is good pretty much. Okay, now we're using the continuity test to see if this is working. And you see we got it on continuity on our multimeter, and we're touching the two ends on it, we're not getting no readout. So if we was to test it this way, we would think that this was bad. When technically it's not bad, it's because we're using the wrong setting. But when we go over to our ohms, when we test it, as you can see now, it's giving a readout telling us that this is actually working right. All right, folks, once again, this is how you would test your thermal fuse inside of your dryer to make sure that it's working correctly, or to see if it's bad or not. You want to test it using your ohm setting. Some of them you may be able to use continuity, but on these type like this, you want to use your ohms. All right, folks, please check out our helpful videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.